My family has thanked my brother for 20 years for giving our father a kidney. I have the scar. I was 19 when Dad's kidneys failed. Marcus was 22, already the golden one. Already the son who got the corner bedroom and the car. The test came back and I was the match. Marcus wasn't even close. I remember sitting in the hospital hallway when Dad found out. He didn't hug me. He looked at Marcus and said, "Your brother's going to save my life. I'm the donor." I said, "You're the donor," Dad repeated, slow, like he was tasting the word. Marcus arranged everything. Marcus found the surgeon. Marcus had found nothing. Marcus had cried in the parking lot and told me he couldn't do it, that needles made him faint, that I owed the family this because I was younger and less established. But I was 19 and I loved my father, so I signed the papers. They wheeled me in on a Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. When I woke up, the first face I saw was Marcus's. He was holding Dad's hand. "He did it," Dad was whispering. "My boy did it." I tried to speak. My throat was raw from the tube. Marcus leaned over me, smiling, and said quietly so only I could hear, "Let me have this one. You'll get your turn." I never got my turn. The story calcified fast. At Thanksgiving that year, Aunt Diane raised a glass to Marcus, who gave a piece of himself. Marcus lifted his shirt and showed a scar he did not have. A thin white line from an appendix surgery at 14. Everyone gasped. Everyone cried. I sat there with the real incision still healing under my sweater, and I said nothing because Dad was finally proud of a son, and I stupidly thought it could be me if I just waited. 20 years I waited. Marcus got the down payment on his house for it. He got the toast at his wedding. He got Dad's watch. Every family crisis, someone would say, "After what Marcus gave, the least we can do," and the sentence would end however Marcus needed it to end. Last month, Dad turned 70. We threw him a party. 60 people. And Dad stood up, glass shaking in his hand, and said, "I want to thank the man who gave me these years. My son, Marcus." Marcus stood, took the applause, wiped his eyes, and something in me that had been folded up for 2 decades finally tore. "Show them the scar," I said. The room quieted. Marcus laughed. "Come on, man, not tonight. Show them. You've been showing it for 20 years. Show them right now." "Sit down," Dad snapped. "He can't," I said, standing, "because it's not there. The one he shows people is from his appendix. I have Dr. Holleran's file. I called the transplant center on Monday. They still have the records." I put my phone on the table and played the voicemail I'd saved. A woman's voice, clear over the speaker. Yes, confirming for the donor. The left kidney was recovered from the younger brother. Him, not Marcus. The records are unambiguous. Nobody breathed. I pulled up my shirt. The scar runs from under my ribs down toward my hip, jagged where it healed wrong because I couldn't afford the follow-up they'd promised Marcus would pay for and never did. 60 people looked at the real thing for the first time. Aunt Diane put her hand over her mouth. "Marcus, lift your shirt." "This is insane," Marcus said. "He's jealous. He's always been." "Lift it," Dad said, and his voice was different now. Low, afraid. Marcus didn't move, so Dad crossed the room and grabbed his shirt himself and yanked it up, and there it was, that neat little appendix line 4 inches in the wrong place entirely. In the place a kidney has never been. Dad stared at it. Then he turned and looked at me, at the mess of scar tissue on my side, and I watched 20 years rearrange themselves behind his eyes. "You," he said. "It was you. It was always me. Why didn't you?" His voice broke. "Why didn't you say anything?" "I did. On the day I woke up. You told me I was confused." Dad sat down hard in his chair. The party was silent. Marcus was backing toward the door, shirt still bunched in his fist, and Dad wasn't looking at him anymore. Dad was looking at me like a man doing math he should have done 2 decades ago. "The watch," Dad said suddenly. He took it off his own wrist. The one he'd given Marcus, the one Marcus had returned when he upgraded. He held it out to me across the whole silent room. "That's not what I wanted," I said. "I know," Dad said. "That's why you should have it." And Marcus, halfway out the door, finally lifted his shirt on his own to the empty hallway, to no one, checking, like even he had started to believe the line was real.